back. So we got the players up here. We're going to let the players introduce themselves. We're going to start with Christian.
My name is Christian Moore, forward for Alexander, and I'm committed to Oglethorpe.
Cam Jackson, wing/forward for Alexander High School, and I'm not committed. I had a couple of JUCO interests.
Gregory Pops Dunson. I played point guard position. I'm committed to Colorado State.
Ethan Miller, combo guard for Alexander. I got an offer from South Georgia Tech.
Torian Green, combo guard for Alexander, and I'm not committed. I got a couple interests from D2s and JUCOs.
Good job, good job. Make sure we're talking into the mic, fellas, so everybody out there can hear y'all. Before we get started talking about the other stuff, right, I really want to do rapid fire, but I have to ask this question first. And I want you guys to answer and be very sincere. What makes Alexander special?
Just the trust that, the whole team got in each other. Like, we going to play all 4 quarters no matter we winning or we losing. Like, you got to beat us throughout all 4 quarters. So that's what we all knew. We listened to each other, we listened to our coaches, and we just stayed together.
Anybody else?
Nah, it was well said.
You said it all.
We the deepest team in all of Georgia.
Deepest team in Georgia. But what about the school, the environment? What makes it special? What makes it the place that people want to be at?
Our supporters, everybody comes out and support every game.
I say that in the coaching squad. Like, they do a good job recruiting. And then the players in general, we all keep each other together, like, constantly. If you come to school, players is together, man. You're not going to catch one of us without the other. We always with each other. Everybody always connected. So that brotherhood just kind of, I would say, it transitioned to the court, and we was G's.
Right. So it's more like a family feel, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Remember, there's no recruiting. They just build a family.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's get to rapid fire, man. I want everybody just to answer this and just give your sincere answer. Who was the player that gave the coaches the most challenges?
Ethan.
Definitely Ethan.
Why Ethan?
Come
I
on.
mean, he's like the troublemaker on the team.
Yeah, he just like the joke. He, got a
He
joke
always
with everything.
talking.
Yeah.
Talk too much. Talk way too much.
So all y'all say Ethan?
Yeah, I
for
say
sure.
it's Cam.
Definitely.
Like, when you see Cam push the ball down the court, that's
Ethan never misses a day without a haircut, by the way.
What you say?
You don't want to see Ethan without a haircut.
You don't want to
he's
see
fresh.
Ethan without a haircut?
nah. Tell Cam get a hair tie real quick. Tell Cam get a hair tie.
Y'all boys are crazy. So that leads to the next question. Who's the funniest?
Ethan.
probably
right
should,
here.
I go with
Nah, it's
Ethan.
Ethan. It's Ethan.
Yeah.
So you agree with that one,
Yeah.
but not the last one.
Nah.
He don't
I
got.
don't be
I mean,
giving
he
him
don't got
props,
much of a
man.
choice.
So
I don't
Cam.
be
Both
giving
of
him
them.
props.
It's Ethan both of them.
Nah, it's probably them two together, Ethan and Torian.
Watch episode 2 of our documentary. He was running in that one.
Wow. Okay.
That wasn't my fault though. That was on Cam.
It was.
Okay.
It's always on
Cam.
Cam.
Yeah.
It's always on Cam.
So what did Cam do?
Nah.
We ain't gonna get into what
Next
happened.
question.
We ain't gonna get into what happened, but
Next
just,
question.
he trying to be cool, trying to show out.
Next question. Next question.
Just say hair tie if it gets too, for you. You know what I'm saying?
Ethan, I like your cut.
Who's the most competitive?
I think we're all as competitive.
Yeah, I'll probably say all of us.
We all
We're going to go with a bland answer. Everybody.
Everybody
Yeah, say all of
competes
us.
on
everybody for
everything.
sure.
Yeah.
None of us trying to lose.
Okay. I'll go with it. Who got the best bunnies?
Me.
Oh, that's me. No, that's me.
It's
me for sure.
Me.
Chad.
Me.
Chad.
Look
So
at
you
all
say
these
you?
dudes down the line.
Chad.
What I got different?
Have you ever seen them dunking game?
That don't mean nothing.
You've been a lot.
That don't mean nothing, bro. Y'all come to practice one
Christian,
day.
you say it's you?
Absolutely.
Why you say it's you?
Have you watched our games?
I have.
There you go.
He's also 6'6".
But have 6'6", but my hands at the rim.
What's your wingspan?
I mean, my hands at the rim
I don't know.
too.
What'd you say?
My hands at the rim too.
My hands are
Show
done,
me.
too.
Fist bump.
Yo, put your arm down.
Who has the best swag?
Swag.
Swag.
Oh, we talking about from up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or anybody on the team. Let's go up here first and then we'll go team.
Jaden.
Nah,
Yeah, I go Jaden.
Jaden.
I thought we was talking about up here
What we
first.
mean?
He said up here first.
Okay.
What we mean? What you mean by swag? Like talking about like dress?
So
On the court, most swag.
Oh, on the court.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to Gregory.
On the court.
not Gregory, not the
All he
government.
does is wear a headband.
Nah, but I be having. Nah, my dress better than yours.
Feeling, bro. Don't
Nah,
gotta
nah,
just
nah.
Yeah,
No,
we're not talking about
that's
just
definitely me then. It's not you, bro.
He do.
So
what-
E, who you give it to?
Yeah, he got the best shoes, so I just get the grade.
Yeah. Keep it a buck.
I get it for now.
For now,
For now.
reluctantly
Yeah. For sure.
on the team.
He got the best shoes, so I mean it's great.
No, he
Okay.
does.
I'm gonna still go Jaden and get money 5, man. That's my dog.
It
bro.
is.
Hey, bro,
fine.
talking to the
That
mic,
is-
bro.
Sorry, couldn't be here today with us.
Yeah, I say Jaden get money 5. Bro.
Really, really sick.
Yeah, he look not feeling good.
Y'all know his Nets nickname? Ask him about that. He had a nickname with the Nets.
Let me know so I can bring it back to him tomorrow.
Yeah, we gonna climb him for that.
I'll tell you later.
You're not gonna wait till tomorrow.
So who is most likely to wear the same practice uniform all week without washing it?
Oh, that's
Cam.
Tori.
It's
I
between.
never did that.
It's
You
between
ain't
Cam
never
and
done
Tony.
that?
Nah,
Yeah,
I wash my shorts.
No, he's
your
talking about,
shorts.
he's talking
He's
about
talking about
jersey.
Well, they wash
Okay.
out jersey for us.
But no. I wash my shorts. Torin hasn't washed his shorts all season.
Wow, Tori.
What?
All season?
Nah, because you're not gonna throw me on the
Whole
bus like
season.
that.
His jersey stinks.
But you just said they wash our jerseys for us, so I don't know how you can say that.
Wow. All season, Tori?
He cap. Nobody believe that. He cap.
So that's the last rapid fire question. But the next question is, who was the toughest team y'all played all year?
Either Woodward or Decatur.
Nah, me personally, I say Woodstock.
You said Woodstock?
Nah.
No, we did
They-
that. No,
they just
we
wasn't
did
missing.
that to ourselves.
But they
We
wasn't.
definitely did that to ourselves.
That was our hardest game.
I say Coral Glade.
I was gonna say the same
Yeah,
thing.
Florida
we
team
did
was
lose that team.
or Decatur.
Nah, they didn't miss.
So, Christian,
But
Nah, he was not.
you said Woodstock. Y'all did it to yourselves. Explain that.
because they had one guard and we just basically busted scouting report. I mean, he had what, like 24 on us?
Nah, I thought you had 30.
Yeah, something like that.
Nah, they
No.
always hitting all cylinders though.
I mean, yeah, but him by himself had 30. We don't, for our guards, we don't really
Nah,
let
don't
that
give him that.
happen.
Don't
Yeah,
say that.
30
ain't
for
had
sure.
30, he
Yeah, I
ain't
don't think
had
it.
30.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
it's
that's
30.
why I said 24.
Wow. Gotcha. So, real question, right? You guys could have went to school anywhere. Why did you stay together? And what made it special? Right?
I'm gonna go back to that brotherhood statement. Like that was since sophomore year, since I've been on varsity. Like we have all been close. I say me, TP, Christian. We've all been close constantly, always talking to each other every day. We got a group chat, always talking to each other. So I say my biggest thing for staying was like just being with my boys, man. I don't make friends too easily. As crazy as it might seem, if you see me out in public, I don't make friends that easily. So for me to be here with these boys, that means a lot.
Yeah, adding on to what he said, I mean, I wouldn't want to do it with nobody else. Like this group of people, the coaches, it's just a great environment. It's a family togetherness environment, like you got on my shirt.
Yeah, we just not cool on the court. We cool out the court too.
Nah, I ain't got nothing. They said it all.
Oh yeah, when Cam came in, we bring him into a family too. So it's just like, yeah.
No, we bullied them first though.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to talk about Cam coming in later, man. I tried to prep Cam for everything, but you know Cam ain't ready. So, which coach will be more likely to get a bucket on you?
None of them.
0.
Wow.
None of them can move.
Okay,
Yeah, they had,
different question. Which one's least likely? Summer hour.
Yeah.
So y'all telling me right here, right now, Coach T can't get a bucket on y'all?
Bro, no.
nah, cause he not
I
getting
seen him
no
try
bucket.
to dunk the other day.
He ain't getting no bucket.
I heard his back.
Wow, T.
So
Not one bucket team? Oh, man. We're going to have to bring that back up when you come back up there, T. All right.
Talking about that teacher-student game. All right, we'll see.
So, keep it P right here for real. Was there a moment that you questioned whether or not y'all could win state?
No.
All right, not at all.
It wasn't one moment where you'd be like, man, I don't believe as hard as I used to.
Nah,
No,
we
all
always
the time.
I
believe.
mean, we won 30 of our 32 games. Not a lot of teams doing it.
And we always put trust in our coaching staff.
Yeah, like even when we down in games, like he come in the locker room, I come in the locker room, we all saying we not losing.
Got it. So, how was this championship different than the last championship? Right? Pops was a part of that team. I know Torian was up there on varsity. How was this different?
I'll say it's different because, well, I can't speak for the other people's relationships, but we all kind of grew up together. Like all 4 years being at Alexander, I seen Christian go from tripping over his feet to tripping over his feet to
See, I
dunking.
told you it was true.
Hey,
I
dunking
told
on
you it was
people,
true.
right? Dunking on people. E, he didn't got a jump shot over the years. Cam, when he came in, he sat out a year, but he stayed with us. And Torian, they got a lot better over the years. So just seeing everybody grow on the team has just been great.
Yeah, and everybody played a bigger role because the last time we was there, I mean, he was starting, but the rest of us, we were on the bench. But this time we came in, we were starting. We got able to contribute more to the team.
And also our depth. Like he said earlier, we're the deepest team in Georgia.
Tell Willard to
Tori?
schedule our exhibit match.
It's a lot different, Now I know that I'm getting the ring now. Like, I know I was part of the scout team. I helped them get one, but it feels good to know that I'm getting one too.
Okay. E?
I don't know, man.
You don't know? You don't know. So we're going to get to individual questions, right? And I'm going to start with Pops. Can you say you are the best player in Douglas County history?
From my perspective, knowing the work that I put in, yeah, I can say I am. Just because, what I did all 4 years. 3 out of 4 years went to the state championship, all-time leading scorer, assist leader. Just my resume speak for itself.
And you can say that with your chest, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's not Braden Lou. It's not Terrence McCleskey. It's Gregory Pops Dunson.
That's what I believe in.
Okay. So tell us about this year, right? You had a historical playoff run last year, right? Average damn near 30, right? This year, you come in, start off slow. When did it start kicking up for you?
Just having conversations, with my teammates, just knowing what the team needed from me and just being the best me I could be for the team, not having to try to come down and score every time, just trusting my teammates, coaches making sure that I'm staying and keeping the trust in my teammates throughout the year. So that just helped me, get my rhythm back.
In the Tri-Cities game, it was hard for you to score. Tell everybody your thought process when you didn't see the ball going through the hoop, your thought process and everything that you saw.
Just trying my best to keep my head. My coaches, they do a good job, too, of just making sure that I try to keep my head on the court, when times gets frustrated and we go down a lot. And I just feel like I got to do it all by myself sometimes, and that's not the case. And, just trusting my teammates, and they came alive in the game, and they brought us to victory. So, like the coaches said, trust my teammates and just keep my head.
Torian, what unlocked you? Like, you were just known as a defender before. Your offensive game kind of blossomed this year. What unlocked you as a player, offensive player?
The work I put in, and my confidence. Like, the more I seen shots fall, the more my confidence grew, and I was able to keep taking them. I just stayed in the gym. I knew it was I had to pick it up this season, so I did.
Tell us about your role as a defender when you were a little bit younger, right? And how that helped your confidence and how it just continued to grow.
Well, one thing about Coach Summer, like, you playing defense, you're going to stay on the court. So I knew if that's what I needed, that was my role back then. So, still now too, but I just knew I had to play defense to stay on the court and therefore, like, the more it went, it just what I had to do.
And you're talking about the same coach that Christian said couldn't get a bucket, right? Okay. I just want to make sure. We're going to go over to Christian. Christian, you say the best for last to me, right?
Okay.
The last game that you played, this is no disrespect to the game that Pops had, right? And I'm going to get back to that game for Pops. But what you contributed to that team playing against Woodward was hands down, I think, your best game of the year, right?
Definitely.
Can you break down your thoughts as you were going up and down the court and how you were going to battle those long guys?
Wasn't a whole lot of thinking going on. I mean, I went into the game know what I wanted, knowing that we were gonna win, and I was willing to do whatever to make that happen. And then at some point we were down like 10. I basically told everybody, like, relax, we good. We've been here before. We were here against Tri-Cities. We ended up coming back and winning. So there's nothing to worry about.
Can anyone else touch on the game that he had and what y'all saw from y'all teammate?
Oh, it was great. He was playing as physical as he ever has, rebounding, had 2 back-to-back offensive rebound putbacks at the end of the game that, led us to victory. And he was finishing at the rim well. He calling plays. They get him lobs out there. He just had a great overall game.
He had a great game. I can say it. Great game.
How was it playing against those bigs from Woodward?
Does everybody, like, see this podcast? Just quick question before I say something that he's gonna see.
Go ahead and say it, bro.
Okay. For one, he might be a sophomore, but for somebody being 16, he's kind of soft. So, hey, I'm just being honest with him. So,
Understood.
He has room to grow, of course, but it just felt like him being a 16, he was kind of just out there. But in, like, second half, okay, he came alive. He hit 2 good shots, but I just feel like the Hayes brothers were more of a problem than he was.
Understood. So, Cam, are you ready?
Nah, can you go to E first?
Why are you looking at him like that, E?
I'm for
Right,
real.
but just answer the question.
I'm for real.
I'll go to E first, just for you.
Appreciate it.
E, tell us about your struggles in the earlier years at Alexander.
Man, I was just grinding for playing time. That was the biggest thing. I was on a good team. As you can see, a championship team that sophomore year. They were nice, man. You had people like Fat. You had Micah. You had a bunch of guards. You had Pete. A bunch of guards in front of me that were ready. They were, they were like that. So I just had to wait my turn, man. Continue to put the work in, do what I had to do, and that was about it.
What fueled you to stay determined? What fueled you to stay determined?
So what a lot of people don't know, man, my grandma ended up passing that sophomore year. And one thing I told her, she died from cancer. One thing I told her, you fight, I fight. So that for me was like a big motto to me. Like, she tried her best, man. She fought every day. And for me to just continue to fight, I didn't want to leave having somebody think that they pushed me out or I got pushed out or this, that, and the third. I wanted to finish my own journey the way I wanted to do it.
That's a great answer. So these are for the next question is for the guys from Factory. How did your game translate from your middle school game to high school, right? So when you were at Factory, right, how did everything transfer for you guys? And I'll start with Tori.
You start with E.
Why they keep doing that to you, E?
Yeah, I don't know, man. But I would say for me, like, my attack mode, I always been one of the fastest on the court, always been able to push the ball. So I'd say coming into Alexander, that was just one thing I wanted to keep in my game, be able to push the ball. One thing now about our game, especially my second unit, like Cam, Aiden, Don, me, we don't do well with getting the ball out the net. That don't work for us. We get the ball, we push it, we score, back dogging people on defense, then we on the go again. So just pushing the ball and keeping the tempo going is a big thing I wanted to translate.
Pops.
I would say just working on reading the overall game, making the right decisions, my change of pace, my speed, and getting stronger. I worked on my body a lot, and just the intangibles.
I say my defense. I just knew that like you always hear like defense gonna get you to the next level. So from 8th grade to now, I just knew like I had to keep getting better at defense and be known for it.
So, Pops, you had something happen to you 8th grade year, right? You did not settle for sitting out a whole year. Tell people how you fought and what happened.
So what happened, Final Four again, 8th grade, I had tore my ACL, my MCL, and it was a rough time for me. I just kept working. I kept my head down, and I was able to come back and play my freshman year. I think it was around the fall ball. So it was just a hard journey for me, staying true to myself and keeping the main thing the main thing.
So you were only out about 6-7 months?
About, yeah, something like that.
They say that surgery's supposed to keep you out a year. So you worked that hard to play your freshman year?
Yeah, it was times where my physical therapist or my dad or my mom had to tell me, like, nah, like, that's enough for today. Like, just ice, chill, relax, stuff like that.
Your dad, the one who likes to push, told you to chill?
Yeah, it was surprising, but he was taking advice from the physical therapist, I guess.
He don't take advice from nobody. But it's all good. Cam, you ready?
Yes.
So, first question, was the transfer worth it to sit out?
Definitely.
How did you feel when you were sitting out?
Hurt. Yeah, I was overall hurt.
You just gonna go just small answers like that,
Nah, I
You're not
mean-
gonna elaborate. Oh, I was just hurt.
I mean,
Is it the hair in your face?
No, you
Nah,
don't want
you don't want to
that.
put that in the
You don't want that.
I was just hurt because, like they said, I mean, I grew close to these guys, and seeing them lose the games that I felt like they shouldn't have lost, I felt like I could have made an impact and we could have won some more games last year.
Thank you for elaborating.
Of course.
So you were known for athleticism only. What changed and how did you develop into a more well-rounded basketball player?
Training. I started training with the guys sitting here with me, and my shot got a little bit better, and I just got better at everything else. And then helping with coaches, telling me what I need to do better. So I just focused on that.
Gotcha. So, Pops, can you tell us about what you were thinking when you hit the logo 3?
I told everybody after the game, as soon as I got the rebound, I knew what it was. I wasn't passing it. I ain't gonna lie. But once I got to half court, I set my feet. I knew it was good.
So you got that much confidence in yourself.
Yeah. When
So-
they say get to your spot.
Christian talked about when y'all was down, he said, hey, man, we've been here before, right? Did you see any doubt in anyone's face on the bench?
No, not at all. Even after the game, we talked, was like, yo, y'all thought we was gonna lose, and everybody said, nah, like, we just believe in ourselves that much.
I want y'all to tell everybody about the relationship that each one of y'all had with Coach Slate.
That's my dog, bro.
Yeah.
I say that. He might not always appear to everybody like talkative. He might not always talk to the crowd. With us, man, he talks. He always wants to make sure he's good with you. Always good relationship. Never a dull moment with him.
Yeah, I mean, he treats us like we're his sons, and he holds us to a certain standard every single day, especially at practice. And I mean, wouldn't want to have another coach besides him.
Yeah, his intensity is way far different than any other coach. He's intense from the beginning of the season to the end, and you can just tell he really wants it more than anybody.
He always came in the gym with a plan, and I feel like you would want him getting onto you than not getting onto you.
And the intensity he brings is every day, every practice, every game, every film session, everything. And he cares about you as a human off the court as well.
Do you guys think that you will come back to Alexander to coach one day? Anybody?
Nah.
To coach one,
maybe
we'll have to see how the future go.
Yeah,
I
maybe
gotta
not
see.
a coach to support, of course, but I don't know if coaching for me.
I think the only way we would coach if we all came together and coached.
Yeah, like how they did.
I can see that.
They all hoop.
They all coach together.
No, I'm saying they all hoop together.
Summer ain't hoop.
Yeah, Samurai played for Harrison.
Harrison coach somewhere.
Just imagine
I
that.
still find it's crazy. How does that work?
Well,
Y'all gotta see
What
that
was his
handshake.
bill back in the day like?
Why y'all clown him so much, man?
Cause, bruh, it's Summer Howard.
Because he get onto it.
It's the same
Mind
energy.
you, he started this ever since we've known him.
It's a mutual thing. Coach
Yeah.
Summer Howard, he just like to have fun. So I mean, we just don't know him like
A
he
little
don't
too
know
much
us.
fun.
You got to see their handshake.
Like,
It's something
yeah.
serious.
You know
Yo,
them
hey,
people.
when they get up here,
No.
ask them to hit that.
No,
Ask
I've
them to
seen
hit
their handshake for years, right? I was going to say something. I'm not going to say it, but go ahead. Last thing I got. I want you to talk to all the middle school kids, and I want you to explain to them about the culture being built. Y'all already talked about Coach Slate. Y'all already talked about those guys, and why Alexander is a better basketball school than everybody else in Douglas County.
It's simple. We run a marathon over here, not a race. You know, it might be ugly at first, but we're gonna stay down together and we're gonna work hard.
We win over here.
Yeah, comparing us to every other school in Douglas County, I mean, you really can't compare.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing to eat.
Not much else to say.
I mean, shoot, just come over here ready to work, man. They not gonna hand nothing to you. They're not gonna baby you. Just make sure you're ready to work. Make sure you're ready to participate in everything that's going on. Don't be on no sissy stuff either, man.
Yeah.
But don't forget to have fun.
That's a fact.
facts. It's a sport at the end of the day.
You got to buy into the program.
For sure.
Got you.
And grab some around head too.
Yeah.
Got to,
And
got
say,
to,
say,
got
say
to,
Michael
got to.
Jordan too.
Watch his glasses, though.
We're going to take a small break, and we're going to transition to the coaches. Thank you, players.
STOE.
Was it STOE?
We are back live in the den, and we're up here with the brain trust of Alexander basketball. I want these guys to introduce themselves.
Cole Harrison.
Coach Summerhour.
Y'all know Coach T.
Don't forget me, Coach West.
Coach T was trying to be so cool. Y'all know what it is. But let's start with Coach T. Coach T lays the foundation for a lot of things that happen on varsity. And like I always try to give him his flowers, man. Can you tell us how it was developing some of those boys that was just up here?
It was like they mentioned, it was a good journey. A lot of them started with some flaws in their game, but came in highly decorated players from middle school. And seeing the growth, especially I think for me, Ethan, because again, coming in, you know, especially with the group that he came in with, it was good to see him transitioning and have a spot on this team this year and be one of the lead dogs, especially coming off that second unit. That's like another leader on the floor for the second unit. He's been here for 4 years, and I think that's the beauty of all of them. They've been here, majority of them been here more than 4 years. I mean, if we speaking on Junior Cougar. So seeing this group right here develop from, you know, their freshman year, sophomore years, a lot of them played freshman and JV. Some just played JV. You know, Pop skipped straight to varsity. But to see this group, majority of them, you know, get to this point, I think Ethan and Torian was talking about it before we got to the game. You know, we won it that year, their freshman year. And I think out there in the outside where they come out, the players and everything, the fans were there. I remember giving them the trophy, like, "Hey, y'all up next, go get it." And then to see it happen their senior year, that's special. So, you know, that was big for me in that moment for those guys to see that, you know, that joy on their face and see how hard they worked to get there.
That's a great answer, T, man.
But you've been practicing. You've been practicing.
That's an ESPN quality moment right there. You know, that like Stephen A. Smith type.
Trying to give you some good answers, man.
Man, I appreciate that, man. You did a bang-up job with that one, T, man. Hey, give him a clap to Wayne, for real.
Yeah, you welcome me back.
But how do you develop kids? And the way that you're doing it is just different, right? Because no one else in the area can say that the development is what it is, but you can. What are your keys to success with development?
For me, I'll try to mimic, you know, what these guys are doing on varsity. It's hard too because it's a lot more involved. But if they can get the basics of just the want to, you know, it's easy to be X's and O's and tell them, a lot of them come into the program expecting certain things. So to have kids that want to come in and actually work hard, grind, you know, do the small things that don't mind being coached, that's easy for development for as a coach. You know, you want kids to want to come in and buy in, like some of the guys were saying. And sometimes it don't be the first year. It could be the second year. Sometimes it could be the first game, first practice. But I think for me, it's just instilling the Cougar way, I guess we say, and just, you know, playing hard for each other, playing the right way. I think that's big for me as far as development, just trying to get them ready to be able to take what them guys going to have, you know, when they come up to the varsity.
Gotcha. What you got to say about that, Wes?
I mean, it's cool to get the kids to buy in. But my question is, how do you get the parents to buy in? Like, how do you go to a Pop's dad and say, bro, he's not starting this year as a freshman?
The only problem parent in our program, by the way.
He not starting this year. So not only with the kids, you got to get them to buy in, you got to get the parents to buy in. Mm-hmm. How do y'all do that and manage those expectations?
I'll say I'll start first because I think I'll start first because I think you don't get a lot of that at the freshman JV end. I think I get more blunt of parents being upset and wanting to talk than they probably do. Now I can't say that's proven, but you know, coming in, like I said, a lot of kids expect to be certain places. I expect to be on JV. I expect to be on varsity, and they end up being on freshman. And especially for me, you got to earn it. And I don't care who you are. I mean, I think even Ethan, Torian, I rode them hard. Torian didn't even start until like the last 3 games of his freshman year, even though he deserved it. He was on a dang good team. So I try to, even with the parents, I talk to them, try to get a relationship with them first. And, but I say what I mean. And it's like nobody's going to change that. So, for me, I don't really I deal with the parents probably a little bit more than them just because I try to calm them down because I know they don't have time to answer those questions. I try to handle the lower end as best as I can unless I need to add them guys in. But, parents are parents, So, that's all I can say on that.
I would just say, it's a foundation that we set with the junior Cougars, and how we treat the parents there. It kind of carries over to high school. Some of the same basic rules that we have, like we're not having discussions about playing time. And, we
I think we've been fortunate enough to where, like they said, we don't have those conversations anymore. We don't have parent meetings about playing time because, like I said, it's already established that, you get what you earn. And I think you heard the kids up here talking about it. Like, you have to earn everything you get. And that is one of the staples and foundations of our our program, is that if you earn it, you get it. Like, we don't care who plays. If you earn it, you deserve it, you get it. And the kids know that.
Gotcha. Can y'all talk about y'all roles on the varsity staff, and so people can understand before I ask the next couple of questions?
Well, my most important role is handling the defensive stuff. We all do game planning, but the defensive calls and stuff like that, and preparing them in practice. So that's my biggest role. We all have a hand in the scheduling. We all have a hand in pretty much every aspect of the program. So.
Yeah, and I would say, man, it's truly collaborative now. Everybody kind of helps everybody with everything. But, I'm more offensive focused. Like he said, he deals more with the defense. I deal more with the offense. But, from where it was, I think 2 years ago we were back here, 3 years. It's more collaborative now, like as far as everything that we do, from game planning to scheduling to everything.
You walk me right into the next question. 23 versus 26. Can we talk about the differences in those teams and the different way you had to coach them to get them to this particular point? Yeah, man, I've been cooking a little bit. Let's go.
I take defense, you take offense.
I mean, I was just going to say, like, and you can piggyback off of this.
Okay.
The thing that's special about 23 and doing it again in 26 is they're two completely different teams. Like, they're built different. Our play style was different. So it's almost like we won it 1 year and then rebuilt ourselves to do it again in like 2-3 years. We probably had more like just dogs on this 26 team. Just more in your face, go get it. Like, you're going to have to deal with us for 4 quarters, no matter the score, up, down, it don't matter. And although 23 was really talented, all those kids are playing basketball in college right now as we speak. This team was a little different just in their aggression, their intensity. You had kids that were, they would fight you. So when they talking about who's the most competitive, that ain't no lie. Like, we saw it every day in practice. Like, they would go at each other. And you wouldn't think they was cool. You would think like they didn't know each other. But, that's where that brotherhood comes from, where they can go at each other and then off the court, like, we cool again. So we had to change our play style. We changed what we did defensively. We changed what we did offensively from 23 to 26 and was able to still get to the pinnacle. So,
Coach D, same question. The differences in the teams.
I'll say, like I said, I think the first year was definitely a special group. It was more top heavy. I think just with seniors, there was a couple of good plug and play guys. They end up joining the squad. They end up having some great roles. with this group, like Coach Harrison said, there were a lot more dogs, and I think it was more evenly spread out between, you had your upperclassmen and you had some younger guys that were also know that they had to come and grind every day. So I think that's what, when he's saying practices were dog fights, I mean, it was good on good. I mean, you had to top that first 5, but, you could actually go that first 5 against the second 5 because both 5s were so good. So, the depth showed. So with this group here, more top to bottom, it was evenly spread out. So when you did bring a guy from the bench, it wasn't a drop-off. It was either a spark or it was a person that needed to go in at that moment. So I think this group was special just being that, like I said, it was more depth, more dogs, and it was evenly spread out.
What'd you see, Coach West?
At the beginning of the year, I looked at the team and I said, "Ooh, I know about 5 of them, but I don't know about the other." And hearing them talk about how doggish some of them kids are, you were able to see it. I watched a lot of y'all games online. I was able to see the fight. I was able to see the grit. It was a whole lot more in your face than years prior. It honestly reminded me of y'all time playing more so than the 23 squad. The 23 was more polished. They were long. They were
1-3-1
skilled.
zone.
Yeah. This year it was 03, 04 Lithia. Like I saw a lot more of that type.
But could score.
Yeah, but could score.
But could score.
But could score.
shade.
What
No
you
shade.
trying to
No
say,
shade.
man?
No
No
shade.
I'm getting tired of y'all throwing shade at me.
But it's the truth.
Nah, that's it.
No
Nah.
shade.
It's
No
the
shade.
truth.
He said, that's enough.
It's the truth though, and I would see that type of defense, but then again, I would look at the scoreboard and be like, "Damn, they put up 80-something points." It ain't a grit and grind where we scoring 45, 35. So it was amazing to see. I sure appreciate you. My kids sure appreciate it. But y'all got me in trouble though. I ain't gonna lie.
How we get you in trouble?
Y'all won't hide me. And the people that hide me is looking at me like, why is you cheering for them? Because we there too. We ain't going to make it. I told White, I said, bro, that boy from Holy Innocent, but he's different. There's nothing we could do for him.
Stop by your head, brother. Go ahead.
Man, I told him the truth. Well, there's nothing we could do for him.
You talking about Harris?
So let's switch gears just a little bit, right? I had this conversation with Coach T. We gonna get into a lot of stuff here, but I had this conversation with Coach T. Put the 5 from 23 against the 5 from 26, the starting 5. And who would edge who out to be the starter right now? So, Pops on Pops. Which Pops was better?
But see, that's the thing.
Pops wasn't
I think
starting.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Austin start.
and that's what we
Towards the end,
He got more playing time, but Pops didn't start.
right.
He finished a lot of games. He played starter minutes, but he wasn't a starter.
okay.
So that
So
was-
let's say
Quan is the point guard there that year, right? Point
Yeah,
guard.
Quan.
Mm.
I thought
mean, that's
Jaquan was the 2.
Played like a two.
Played like a 2, but he was,
Played like
he was
a two.
1.
Okay.
No, what the 2 wasn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
On Milan.
Exactly. I thought Milan Moore was the one because of his size and stuff like that. But we could get into it, right? So let's say Jaquan Pops.
I don't think I want to get into this. I'll let you answer.
Man, you in the den, man.
Y'all watch the docu-series they doing on us, man. This kind of comes up.
Okay.
I don't want to get into it either. But
But if it's on the docu-series, why can't it be on the den?
No. Well, that was more the team, right? This is more individualized, and that's a tough question.
Okay.
I think 26 beat 23.
And I will say, yes, I do agree with that. And the only reason why I agree with that is because 26 can go, 10, 11 deep if needed.
Okay.
23 had a little bit more top-end talent. Like Coach T said, it was top heavy. But 26, you heard the kids saying that best 9-10 in the state, and we said that all year long. We feel like we had the best 9-10 players in the state of Georgia. Nobody can compete with our depth and the quality of our depth. So if you're talking the game 32 minutes, I think 26 is hard to see. I don't know shit. I don't know if 23 could withstand just the constant pressure, that 26 would bring.
Do you think 23 played the gauntlet that you guys played towards the end? Because their championship game was against Lee County.
Out of their control.
Of course.
But 23 did play a gauntlet that season. They had to run through some people. 26, they played a damn good schedule too.
Yes.
But the championship game, like you said, having to go through Decatur, having to go through Tri-Cities, having to go through
I'm going to get to that. I got you. It's right here. It's coming. Okay. It's coming.
I'll back off.
I want to get into y'all ranking, right? You was number 2. Hillsman Heavy, Cal Sandy, to Gainesville, right? Hillsman Heavy, you was a little bit further down. It was McEachern and all those other guys. And me and Joel had to talk about this, and I told him that he was overlooking you, right? That your team was better than most people's team, right? So, number 2 in the state for Cal Sandy most of the year behind Gainesville, who finished 30-1. Quite impressive, right?
Sure.
They lost to a Woodward team, right? A Woodward team that you beat who was 25-7, a battle-tested team. Who was you looking more forward to if you looked ahead, and I know coaches look ahead? Did you want to play Gainesville or did you want to play Woodward, and why?
Gainesville wasn't like that.
Do you all agree with Coach West?
Gainesville wasn't like that.
I mean, anytime you go 30-1, this a
They
good
were
ball
30-0
team.
at the time.
Yeah, it's a good ball team, and they are well coached. Just like Woodward is. But if I'm going to answer the question honestly, I'm just going to speak from a defensive standpoint. I was more hoping we was going to play Gainesville, because if you look at Woodward and that 3-headed monster they got, and either any of those 3 get hot, they can carry a ball team, And I was looking at Gainesville, like they got, the really good point guard. And I think if we would have took him away, I think they would have struggled with our pressure. So.
They both present different challenges, Gainesville and all the size. And they also have some really high top-end talent. And Woodward, like he said, they got 3, 4, 5 kids that could really go, that could really play. And, just watching them on film, they had stretches where they just couldn't miss. It didn't matter how many, times you pressured them, how well a contest you had, they just knocked down. But I think for more, they're a little bit more of a wild card, because it ain't any shot they don't take that they don't like. They don't feel like they can make. Gainesville was a little bit more
Structure.
We kind of knew.
Yeah.
We knew where you would be, what you'd be doing. So as far as just matching up, probably them. But I don't think it would have been easy either way.
Nah.
I think we're better, but I don't think it would have been easy.
Coach T.
I think the same thing that you guys said. Both teams presented some matchup problems as far as we was going to have to come out with a great game plan, coaches, So for me, I think I knew that either team had the chance to, get to the top or, us be there. I think for me, I wanted to see the Woodward just because they were that 3-headed monster was. You get through something for them to win. I was there at the game and they beat them in the game-winning shot against Gainesville, and watching them continue to fight all night, it was just continuous pressure. They were just full speed, fast break all day long. So I think Gainesville was like I said, more structure in offense and ran through. The point guard was really, really good. But like I said, that three-headed monster, I mean, 6'10", they all were long, quick, fast, athletic. So I wanted to see what that test was like with our guards. I mean, we all knew that we got 10 guys that could all go. So that depth I thought was going to be hard for either team to withstand. But like I said, both teams was great coach team, and was going to present a problem.
So we talked about those teams in the Final Four, right? But we ain't talked about those other teams. Let's get into the number 4 team, who was Decatur, right? They were 25-6. And you can throw the record out the door when you're talking about Tri-Cities, right? Some of that was strategic. Some of it wasn't. They had some ups and downs, but some of it was very strategic. Through that run, when you had a Tri-Cities, you have a Decatur, you have a Woodward, and you have a Gainesville, which was more tougher for you guys if you're looking at those teams? Because Jalen Wingfield is a dude. He's a dude. Did y'all face anybody like that all year?
Big like that? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. And we do know that was strategic. We seen them at their region tournament, and Forrest told us, "We'll see y'all." And I looked at Hayes, I'm like, "They'll see us."
We'll see y'all, and we're gonna be a different team.
Oh, we'll be a different team. That's exactly what he said. And I looked at Cole. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I'm not even thinking about that.
Right.
But like you said, I think it was a little bit of strategy there.
Oh, yes.
And 5A, it was gonna get to a point where if you was gonna win, you was gonna have to beat somebody good. You probably gonna beat 2 or 3 people that was really good. So it wasn't no ducking. But I think the Tri-Cities game, just because the battles that we've had for men in the region prior past, and just a lot of familiarity, like, you know, kind of knowing their DNA, they know our DNA. You know how physical they were gonna be. And like you said, having to deal with Jalen and Trey. Like, that was tough, and they had a good plan to start the game out. You know, they had a good plan. They had done something that we hadn't seen them do on film, and it took us, you know, maybe a quarter to adjust to it. You know, and once we figured it out, we kind of got rolling. But the kid that ain't here, Marquise, had a huge game. He was phenomenal in that game. If he doesn't have the start that he has, he kind of got us going to everybody else could kind of get going. So, you know, it's a lot of kids that play major roles, but just want to touch on that game for him. Like, he was huge in that game.
Let's talk about the kids who aren't here, right? Let's talk about the Marquises, the Crawfords and stuff like that. How did they impact the run?
I mean, I'll talk about Keys first, man. He, you know, his last year in some games, you know, we had to take him out of the game, you know, for defensive reasons, right? But this year we didn't have to do it, you know, because he just got that much better defensively, man, and he just kept getting better defensively and offensively, and you know, rebounding, blocking shots. Like, he's a big part of this championship. He's a big part of why we have it right here. For Jaden, I mean, man, that's a good dang on kid right there, man.
He came out and knocked down some shots in that championship game. Watching it on TV, and I know it was more impressive watching it live.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah. Like, the thing we said about Woodward is that they jump out on you. Their starts are what gets you in the hole. If you even think about the Final Four, like, they jumped out on them. You know, and Gainesville had to play catch up. They ended up catching up, but Woodward starts fast. So it's important that we started fast. If you follow us all year, we're a slow starting team. We don't start fast.
Like the Kennesaw Mountain game.
Yeah, right. Shit, the Woodstock game. So I can go down the line.
Right.
So him getting us out to that start kind of, you know,
Big.
offset what they were going to do, because we knew they were going to make shots early. So him coming out making them, you know, kind of, you know, lessen the impact of the shots that they made. So, I mean, we've seen Jaden do that before. Like, you can go back to the Final Four game, third quarter. Like, what did he make in the third? How many threes he make in the third? 3, 4? 3 or 4. So, kid, as they say, he a bucket, you know,
He the true microwave.
and he don't just do it on one end of the floor.
Oh man, his defensive pressure is just ridiculous.
He dogging you all game. Like that's the head of our snake defensively. You know, he's gonna always guard the ball. He could talk more about that, but you know what Jaden does defensively and be able to do offensively is insane.
Yeah, it's tone setter, man. I say it all the time. You know, the first step in our defense is if we're not 94 feet, it's winning the line. And when we say win the line, it's your feet at the half court line, and you pressure them, and you know making them go side to side. You know, and that's the most important position to me. You know, it's a tone setter. So he did it well all year long.
You want to get some of that for them?
No, they said it.
Okay. Let's talk about the importance of bringing y'all brother back this year, right? What did bringing TJ back in the fold mean for you guys? You know,
And it's our brother, man. You know, it's always good to have your brother around. You know, he just lighten the mold, man. He's a good dude to be around. He said he's gonna take next year off and come back and win it next.
He said he want everybody to know he the reason why we win.
Why, yeah.
hey man,
But
I was hinting at it, but you know what I'm saying.
but no, you hear them talk about it, the kids, and it's the same for us. It's a brotherhood, you know. So everybody plays a part, everybody plays a role, and you know when he wasn't around, we missed him. You know, everything, just stuff that you kind of take for granted as you going through it. You know, and then not having him around, you know, it was tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so him coming back, like you said, man, just lift spirits. You know, you always say the right thing at the right time, and sometimes you say the right thing at the wrong time. But you know, that's him, and you know, I wouldn't want to do it with nobody else. I know that's what the kids say, but that's real.
You want to add to that?
I mean, I think he brings something different than all the other coaches. I think, you know, they all bring a different personality. You know, Coach Bourne is definitely a calm. He brings a sense of calm. And I know he, you know, a lot of people may not know he definitely got some rah-rah in him, you know, most definitely. But he definitely brings a sense of calm on the bench and a strong voice. So definitely miss within the program.
He'll bring the rah-rah out if you mess with one of us. That's when you see it.
Wes, I see you over there. Go ahead.
What?
I see you.
I'm listening. I'm trying to be a champion, so I'm listening. The rest of the world need to listen.
Speaking of the rest of the world, what is different about your program that other programs should emulate in Douglas County? And I'm going to get to everything else, but I want to specifically talk about Douglas County.
I don't want nobody to emulate what we do, but I'll let them go first.
I'll let you start that one.
I ain't gonna let me start.
Should I get? Don't worry about it.
I'll start it off and I'll let them guys finish. I think what a lot of people, and I mean, I've had a lot of conversations about this just internally, especially, you know, with my wife and just friends that's outside the program, that's been in the program or whatnot. Mm-hmm. I don't think everybody see what's going on now and lately, the last 5 years, the championship run, 23 this year. Mm-hmm. But this is a long time coming. These guys have been plucking at it a long time before I got here. And it's been a journey. And I mean, it just didn't start out like this. So I think starting from the feeder team, you know, being one of the first to, you know, kind of start that up and being a pioneer in that aspect. But, you know, we kind of just focus on us. You know, I graduated here, so of course being here means a lot to me. And I think, you know, with them guys being here and done what they've done so far, it means a lot to them. So, you know, we handle it every day. We try to be the best that we could be. You know, it takes a lot to be a player to come in here and deal with this stuff that comes with the program. Because at all level, I try to, like I said, try to bring focus and some type of intensity with the lower level. So that way, at least they have some type of, you know, understanding of what it's going to take when it gets up to the next level if they get a chance. So, you know, I think we just build it within, and it's been a long time coming. It's just not a short time thing. It's been plugging up for years. They've been close a lot of times, had a lot of really good teams. So, and it takes losing to be able to get here to where we are today and where
You
they've
preaching
been.
now.
Right.
Go ahead.
I think that players are first in our program. You know, I think that we really put a lot of value on what helps the kid first. We always consider that. We consider that in how we develop, you know, and I can go back to Braden. You know, we didn't just stick Braden on the block because he was 6'9". Like, we let him grow into the perimeter player that he was. Whereas most schools or high school programs, this is the biggest kid we got. We're going to throw him on the block. You got to be a big, you know. And, you know, even to some of the kids we got now, it's always about what's best for their individual journey or development. And a lot of places don't do that. You know? So I don't think we have, our egos aren't big enough to where we can't get out our own way. And, you know, like he said, you know, we've come close enough and lost enough to where we've learned. You know, and I don't think that we're bigger than anybody. You know, y'all might say we better than most, but I don't feel like we carry ourselves in that way. Because the most important thing is the work. Like they said, Coach Slate come every day with a plan. You wouldn't think that, you know, he's won all these games and so on and so forth because, you know, he's humbled and working and getting better. And, you know, that's infectious. Like, and you heard kids speak about it because it's ingrained in them. It's our culture. So I guess what I'm getting to ultimately is I think our culture is different. I think kids come in there expecting to have to work. They're not going to be handed anything. One, because they've heard it from us. And that's their expectation. So I'll just talk about these kids that were here. Like Pops came in, he was a gym rat from day one. You know, so guess what happened to those other kids? They became gym rats. And you heard Torian talk about it, like it grew my confidence. And through the sweat and the tears and them working together, they just got closer. And then you start talking about E, kept working. Like they're bonded in work, which I think that's really what our culture is we're going to outwork you. And in a lot of ways, not just on game days. So I think that's what makes our program special is our culture. And, you know, it's a lot of different things, but more importantly, man, I think everybody love each other. Like everybody want to see everybody win. You don't get 7 seniors to stay. You don't get 7 seniors start. There's no way.
Correct.
But you get 7 kids to stay and all buy into each other, knowing that the more we do together, the more I get individually. And that's a hard thing to do. You probably won't see that anywhere else because all these kids probably could have started somewhere else.
Correct.
But you got them all to stay here and fight together for one common thing. That's what's most important about Alexander. It's our culture.
I would just say, you know, I think we have evolved as coaches also. And, like, I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not a trainer. You know, I'm a coach, man. I can coach a team, right? I ain't gonna say I can't train, but I don't, you know, that ain't my specialty, man. And what we've done is we brought, you know, Kai and Bobby into our program. And I think they've made a big imprint on it. You know, and both of them, you know, spent some time with our team on this run. So just allowing other people who are a little bit more sharpened in other areas to, you know, help these kids get where they need to be.
So, speaking of those two, I know you wanted to say something, but let me speak of those two. Will those two get a ring?
They
Stay
better
tuned,
not, 'cause
man.
I ain't got one.
Stay tuned. But I will say we take care of our own. But he just no ego. Like you can learn from somebody else. Like
I hope so.
we're not afraid to let our kids, you know, work with other people.
Yeah.
We're not afraid of somebody coming in and stealing our kids. You know, we don't try to keep them lock and key because we believe in our culture and what we're building. But you know, we don't do this without Kai. We don't do it without Bobby, man. So shout out to Kai and Bobby for real.
So, me and Wes gonna get a ring this year
They still, I just
because we're a part of it.
I just want a T-shirt. You still ain't got the T-shirt. We
You
brought
just
the
asked
T-shirt,
for a ring
man.
a second ago.
What happened to your T-shirt?
I ain't never get it. I ain't gonna say who got it, but I ain't never get it.
Who got it?
About that.
You never give it to me.
I ain't never get one.
I thought they gave it to you, so you can give it to me.
I don't even remember that.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, dang. You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
You're
it's
right,
always
too.
your own people.
You're right.
It's always your own people. But shout out Red real quick.
Yeah, man, Red, came in our program and made a big impact, especially working with Christian. But Red's always in the dang on gym, man. He spend more time in the gym than probably any of us. So yeah, big shout out to Red.
And allows kids to come in and get work in the gym too. So, like I said, everybody on our staff plays a role, man. And, like I said, we wouldn't be where we are without his contribution. So, shout out Coach Red, Big Red Training.
That guy there, man. That guy there is hilarious. But talk about Slate and the impact that he's had on Douglas County. From Lithia to Alexander. And when they going to name that floor after that, man? Either the floor or the whole gym. What are we waiting on? Are y'all going to be political with me right now? I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the faces. You know how Derek is. We're just going to have to take that up with management.
First off, don't make me sound like Michael Jackson. Sound like Michael Jackson is right. But I mean, that's out of our hands.
Should they do it?
Who's done what he's done? Who's done what he's done? And we ain't finished. That's what y'all don't understand. We ain't finished. So, I mean, why not? I don't know that he gets the respect that he deserves, and I don't even think he cares.
Around the state.
Yeah, I don't even think he cares, to be honest.
I would say this, man. I respect all these coaches that we just played. Welch, Forts. Did I say it right? Forts. Ain't many coaches can say you went through them to get a ring. 'Cause them jokers can coach their butt off. You know what I mean? Championship coaches. They both of them threw something different at us, and we got through it. But to me, and I'm a little biased in this, ain't nobody out there like Slate. You can try to beat him to the gym on game day. It ain't going to happen. He's going to be prepared. He's going to be fired up, get up early, calling you late. Very passionate about, winning and the team and the kids and us. You ain't going to find nobody like him.
And he still get there at 7 a.m. every day. Every day. So he's still hungry. The kids talking about his fire, it don't turn off. A lot of times we talk about, y'all got to match his intensity. We trying to tell kids to match, this man who's been coaching for 30-something years intensity. This is how he's wired. He's wired different. So I will say he's different.
Okay, that's going to be the last thing. Y'all don't have control over Slate and the floor, Slate and the gymnasium, but y'all do have control over this. So, retirement of Pops and Braden Lou's number. Two of the most decorated basketball players to come in this county, and you heard this man say it up here, the best basketball player to grace a court in Douglas County. How are we going to recognize them? And when we going to retire those numbers?
Who said that? Who said that?
You wasn't in here for that, see?
Y'all think y'all played in the county. Y'all think he the best player?
Who has done what he's done?
He got the best resume.
And this is what I said about him. It's the same thing I said about Braden. They got all the individual accolades, but they won while doing it. Now Pops, he surpassed Braden his individual accolades, but he's won while doing it. It ain't no empty numbers. It ain't no empty wins. They both won at the highest levels. So if winning is supposed to matter, why aren't they considered the best? And if we're talking about, that, then Pops will be the best. He got two of them. He owns
1 to 3 out of 4.
He got
Ain't nobody
school
else
record.
did that.
He got a school record in scoring and assist. You know, it's special. So, I guess your initial question is, are they gonna get their jersey retired? Absolutely. You know, when is it gonna happen? You know, that's conversations that gotta be had. But you know, a signing we gotta get a signing first.
Sonny got to be first. Yeah.
Signing gotta be first. The signing grab it. Signing gotta be first.
Why does he have to be first? And you got Terrence McCluskey sitting right there, who was the all-time leading scorer until Braden broke it.
You talking about players that we played
didn't
for?
coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We
Okay.
didn't.
Hey.
Yeah, we didn't coach team.
I'm just about giving respect to where to where respect is due. Understand what I'm
See,
saying?
I'm one of
We
them ones
respect
that
it, without a
it's, see, for me, everybody's like, you know, do you think it's a no-brainer for me? I mean, it was Braden, and then now Pops come along. But I think for me, you know, Pops has definitely put his footprint on the program. I mean, that's what you striving to be, you know, player of the year, you know, state accolades, Braden, same thing, championships. But for me, winning is the thing. And when you talk about championships, I mean, we talk about that's never been done. So, you know, it's hard not to have those guys in conversation. I mean, you only talk about them, too, when you talk about championships out there in the county. So,
And I want to add something to that. You say winning, and we got to go back and add it up. But I think last time we looked, Pops had won over 110 games in his high school career. Like, that's insane. In a high school career, kid has won over 110 games. So you done a lot of winning, and you done made a lot of deep runs.
Correct.
That's special.
That's ridiculous. So we're going to go around for final thoughts. I'm going to start with Coach T in the building.
I mean, this was an amazing ride. I think for me, it was definitely good to see. There's a lot of kids that came through the program that's been there for a while and not been, you know, that's made their way through the ranks. So seeing this year come to where it is, I think each kid towards the end, it made it more special in the playoff run because I think each player settled into their role, and I think they accepted that role for those final whatever mock games, and you could see it from all levels. If the first five wasn't rolling, the next five came up in the leadership. I think that's when they all settled down and had different leaders signed at different moments. So to see it all come together, see the team, you know, take some lumps in the beginning as far as just fighting amongst each other, just trying to find those roles, and to see it come together now was a special ride. So just glad to be a part of it. You know, we're fighting to be better every day, so it's good to still be in. Like they said, we're not finished, trying to kind of keep it going.
Adrian?
Man, y'all see what we deal with, man, with these guys up here. These, you know, goofy, you know.
Make sure
funny.
you add the future into what you're about to talk
I'm about
about.
to add the future, and
Okay.
I'm going to thank them for everything they've done for our program, our seniors, and our entire team. But I want our seniors to apologize to our lower kids for these bullseyes that they're putting on our backs. That's the first thing. But, man, shout out to these seniors, man. There's not many schools out here that can say they have 7 seniors and 7 of them got offers, right? And for our younger guys, you know, they got some big shoes to fill. And I know they're working, so everybody think it's going to be a drop-off, but I think those guys got something to say about that.
Special, man. You know, I think in order to do special stuff, you got to have special people. And, you know, top to bottom, we had special people. There were times this year where we would come in the locker room and the seniors would be coaching each other, you know, talking about what needs to happen, what we need to do. And they would be echoing some of the messages that we had been delivering all week. So this group was special in a lot of ways. So I'm gonna miss them. But they have set a tone. They have set a standard that our younger generation, future Cougars, the kids that's in our program right now, that you gotta live up to. And that might not necessarily end in a championship, but how they prepared, how they went about it every day, the work that they did daily. And as talented as this group is, and as excited as we are about this upcoming group, if you haven't seen our upcoming classes, they got a chance to be special as well. But I told them after we won it that, you know, y'all were passengers on the bus. Y'all contributed, but y'all were passengers. You know, now it's time for y'all to be drivers. And, you know, the future is now.
the prolific words of Coach Hairston. Good words, though. Good words. Coach West.
Hey, man, I just want to say congratulations to you guys. It's an honor and a privilege to watch what y'all do, to learn from y'all. I may not be in the classroom with y'all, but I watch. It's something special. And I appreciate it. I appreciate what y'all do for this county. I appreciate y'all administration. Y'all one of the few schools that don't got to worry about if y'all getting replaced every year.
Did we shout out McAdams?
We have not shouted out McAdams real quick. I know it's time to go, but yeah, shout out to McAdams, man. Best principal. around.
Yeah, we love
Apparently,
you, Lord.
everybody I get replay.
We love you. We love you, Lord. Miss McAdams. You the best.
I want to piggyback off of Wes said, some Wes said, man. Thank you guys for being the example. This county, this state does not have consistency. And you guys have been extremely diligent and very consistent. You know, so we appreciate y'all in the county for that. And I think we'll be here in 28 again to talk about another run. That may be a bullseye, but I think we'll be here in 28 to talk about another run. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Den. Thank our boy AB. Coach TJ was trying to get here. He couldn't be here. Coach KY was trying to be here. He couldn't be here. Shout out to Greg Dunson for being in the building. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Dwayne and Uptown for hosting. Look for more things coming from the Den. We out.
What y'all do